I am looking for something. Something I seem to have lost. Two things I'm currently obsessed with are early 2000s internet horror and lost media. The former I thank to my childhood and unsupervised internet access, while the latter gives me the same ominous feeling as the early internet days. The World Wide Web is much less of a web and more of an ocean. Vast, deep, most parts unexplored, and relics of a bygone era drowned below the waves. These two things are intriguing all on their own. But what happens when a case of lost media is about your childhood experience of your early days online? When I was little, I loved the 2001 Nintendo game Luigi's Mansion. This was, as far as I remember, my very first exposure to the Mario franchise when I was 6 or 7. At around 9 years old, I finally got my hands on it thanks to my aunt. I spent hours playing this game in the basement of our home, which is about as dark and vast as the in-game mansion itself, or at least from a younger Isaac's perspective. The game gave me so many different feelings. Some good, some bad, some unsettling. Luigi's Mansion paved the way of horror for me, defining what scared me and what didn't. It holds a special place in my heart. So much so that on Halloween night of 2022, I released a Luigi's Mansion playthrough on a gaming channel I had a passion for at the time. Mimicking Game Grumps, chatting with my sister, and playing the game as we recollect our childhood memories associated with this time, I begin to recall something strange. I recall a memory of a YouTube video I came across in the early days of the internet. A Luigi's Mansion video that contained a screamer.
When I was little, I just finished this game, and I was like, that game was so good, I want there to be a second one. And there were like rumors of a second one online. So I went on YouTube, on the internet channel, and I typed in Luigi's Mansion 2 trailer just to see what would come up. Keep in mind, I was like 8 or 9. And then I found a video that looked very authentic. Again, I was 8 or 9. I was like, oh my gosh, I wonder if this is real. So I clicked on it, and at first it was like hyping it up, and it was showing like a compilation of all the portrait ghosts, like a slideshow, you know, like a 2000s slideshow of like all the characters. And then text came on screen that was like, and now the moment you've all been waiting for. And then the Rick Astley video plays. And at the time I didn't know what it was. I was like, what is this? And so I watched the whole thing. And then after that video was over, the screen went to black, and then there was the biggest jump scare, like a scream, and there was like a zombie woman's face on the screen, and I like was traumatized by it. So that's my Luigi's Mansion Rickroll jump scare story.
The video that I described supposedly had a title posing as a Luigi's Mansion 2 trailer, a slideshow of the ghost portraits, a Rick Roll, Windows Movie Maker text, and a jump scare with a zombie lady. I remember searching for this video every now and then, but I never found it. I remembered it so vividly, but at the same time, as time went on, it sunk into the depths of my subconscious. Since this video's release, I thought this memory had just been a bad dream or a false memory. That was until May 13th, 2025. One day I got home from work, entered my apartment, and opened YouTube. A video was recommended to me by a channel called Mist. The video was titled, The Luigi's Mansion Jump Scare That Doesn't Exist. I was intrigued. Luigi's Mansion horror, it was about time that this series got the same horror resurgence Super Mario 64 did in 2020. As I watched, though, my eyes widened. Mist recalls his own memory of coming across a Luigi's Mansion screamer. He said the video he watched when he was younger contained a tour of the portrait ghost in the gallery, Windows Movie Maker text, and a screamer of the woman from The Exorcist, aka a zombie lady. Interesting. I immediately commented frantically, notifying the people here that I also remember this video. I searched Google for answers and came across a Reddit post by Mist that he had made just 2 weeks prior. I looked at the comments, watching as people collectively remembered this. I gave my 2 cents, hoping it would lead somewhere. Unfortunately, though, my old Reddit account has been banned for reasons I don't know. So I eventually had to make a new one. But I archived this thread to keep track of my movements. I had to know if we were talking about the same video. As I searched for more Reddit posts for Luigi's Mansion Screamers, I came across a post from r/tip of my tongue that changed everything. No way. Howdy. When I was a bit young, I encountered a video that had a rather lasting effect on me. The video had a title similar to Luigi's Mansion 2 trailer, or something along those lines. It, at the very least, promised some sort of information regarding Luigi's Mansion 2. The video had those old Windows Movie Maker text slides, and promised the trailer would be at the end of the video. Something like, "But first, let's look at all the ghosts from Luigi's Mansion," or something along those lines. And then it went through low-res screenshots and renders of each ghost from the first game, as well as their names overlaid. At the end, there's the jump scare. The classic screamer, featuring the canned scream noise and the image of Regan MacNeil from The Exorcist, a perfect match for the one from the Scary Maze game. Before or after this featured a text on screen with the words "Good Night." It possibly was the actual game over image from the game, but I believe it was another Windows Movie Maker text screen. This would have been up before June 2011, since that's when the actual sequel to Luigi's Mansion was announced. By that point, the name would have been known and had been featured instead. I'm definitely not referring to the jump scare in Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. I was unaware of that until I actually played said game around 2015. I've tried searching Google, specifying a date range spanning from the creation of YouTube as a website to the announcement date of Dark Moon and limiting results to YouTube links. I've also searched on YouTube itself, although this provides less thorough search filtering capability. If anyone possibly has this saved, in a playlist or otherwise, or knows the video, I would love to see it. The effect it had on me was a near irrational aversion to jump scares that's only weakened in recent years. Thank you, if you have any leads as to what this video was. In this Reddit post from 2 years ago, 1 year after the release of my video recalling my memory, a user describes a video he came across as a child. The video had a title posing as a Luigi's Mansion 2 trailer, a slideshow of the portrait ghosts, Windows Movie Maker text, and a jump scare with a zombie lady. As I noticed this post was marked as solved, I rushed down to the comments for answers. This is where I found a comment made a year later by user RoboCharmy, who said, "I've seen this. I'm glad someone else other than one of my longtime friends and one guy on Discord has seen it. I looked everywhere for the vid, and found it on Wayback Machine through related videos through old Luigi's Mansion video links. Title is Luigi's Mansion Portrait Ghosts and Luigi's Mansion 2 trailer, and therefore also found the owner. I found his more active account and contacted him. He unfortunately doesn't have it and removed it cause, quote, it was a troll move. So there is an end to this, but unfortunately no video. I'm hoping someone has it backed up or something, and it's just waiting to be posted. Gotta get the word out, lol. I really want to see it again." I could not believe this. This user not only claimed to have seen the video, but identified it through the Wayback Machine. Since the video title was uncovered, I had to look for it myself. RoboCharmy said the video had been taken down, but I still had to find evidence of its existence. So I tried using the Wayback Machine myself, mixed with searching Luigi's Mansion YouTube videos from 2008 to 2011. In my search, I did find something interesting. Remember when I said my memory of the video contained a Rickroll? It turns out I was mixing 2 videos into one memory. E3 announces Luigi's Mansion 2, uploaded by Crazy Dave on June 11th, 2009, was the Luigi's Mansion Rickroll video. So one of the videos I recalled were found, but I still was searching for the Luigi's Mansion 2 trailer jump scare, or at least archived evidence of it. After a while of searching, I threw in the towel. I thought I would try messaging RoboCharmy directly, asking which old Luigi's Mansion video had the Luigi's Mansion 2 trailer screamer in its related section in the Wayback Machine. It's been roughly a year, but hey, it was still a shot in the dark. Minutes after my first message, he responded, confirming he still had the link and sent it over. The following is the web page that was archived. This is it. This is the video I was looking for. Unfortunately, the original video was taken down, and the last time the page was archived was July of 2023, with the video still inaccessible. But this was it. The trail may have gone cold, but I had my answer.
When I was a kid, I just beaten Luigi's Mansion. This was like 2010, 2009, I think. Pretty sure 2010. And I just beaten the game, and I was like, oh, I want to see if there's any like things for a sequel or anything like that. If they've talked about making a sequel, there's a trailer or anything, or if it even is going to happen. So I looked it up on YouTube. First thing that comes up is I see a video that's called Luigi's Mansion 2 trailer. And I'm like, oh my god, it's the Luigi's Mansion 2 trailer. Oh my god, this is awesome. I'll have to watch this. So this was like legit right after I beat the game. I think the day of. And I went to go click on it. I was confused because I legit thought it was just Luigi's Mansion 2 trailer. And I don't know if I somehow misread the title or if I just saw Luigi's Mansion 2 trailer and didn't even read the rest. But when it showed like all the gallery ghosts, I was very confused and I didn't know what the hell I was watching. I watched the whole thing and at the end it was like, okay, now here's the Luigi's Mansion 2 trailer. I was like, oh come on, yes, finally. It said it in like a really weird way. Like it showed up with the title card and like some kind of like colored background. Probably like Windows Movie Maker. Then it said some text on that background. Like it paused for like a few, like 10 seconds with no text. And then it came up with text and it said some weird crap. I don't know. I cannot remember for the life of me what the hell it said. I remember it said some weird freaking text. People said it was a good night, but I think I would have remembered if it was good night. I don't think it was good night because I think I would remember that because that's the game over text. Then boom, freaking screamer. I think I know what the image is. I'm not entirely certain. It was not the regular Reagan Exorcist image, but I think it was another image, and I'm sure my friend here who making the video can pull it up for me. That was my second screamer ever. My first screamer was the Scary Maze. This is my second one, and that freaking scared me. And I swear to God, this could be a mismemory. This could be fake. This could not be real. Maybe I just was so scared I accidentally rewinded or something. But I swear there was a card texted after, and it was the same weird text as before. And I swear he played the same screamer again. He literally played the screamer again at the end, I'm pretty sure. And also, I had a friend in middle school who also saw the video around the same time. And I remember talking to him about the video and was like, oh yeah, I saw that one too. We were at his house. We were just talking about it, and then all of a sudden he pulled up the video and was like, I freaking ran out of the room. I was like, no, I don't want to watch it again. I don't want to see the screamer again. I remember that. That's a good memory.
It was just a shame the Luigi's Mansion screamer I, and so many others remembered, was lost to time. Or was it? With new ways to recover lost media, most recently being the video cache method that was used to uncover fragments of Big Star Secret, who's to say this video can't eventually be found in the same way? I want to shed light on this because this video, again, defined what horror is to me, and I'm sure many others today. I want to spread awareness, looking for any information on the lost Luigi's Mansion screamer possible. And there's another mystery here. What about the video misdescribed? Was it the same video? Are they two different pieces where one has been identified but still lost and the other being completely lost as of this recording? Mist's video, which I will call the LM1 Gallery Tour, supposedly showed a tour of the Ghost Gallery in the first Luigi's Mansion game, showing off all the portrait ghosts with Windows Movie Maker text and a jump scare of a scary girl at the end. The video I, RoboCharmy, and many others recall was Luigi's Mansion Portrait Ghost plus Luigi's Mansion 2 trailer, which I'll nickname the LM2 trailer hoax, consisted of a slideshow of the portrait ghost, Windows Movie Maker text, and a jump scare of a scary girl at the end. My question for everyone is, are these two different pieces of lost media? Or has the LM2 trailer hoax been identified and yet not found, while the LM1 Gallery Tour is still waiting to be discovered? Either way, the search is on. I want to start a hunt for this lost media, whether it's the same piece or different ones. Luigi's Mansion Horror is a just now discovered goldmine. Since Mist's video released shedding light on the subject of memories of these screamers, there have been people making videos that are supposed to be reminiscent of those types of videos from that time period. I am very excited to see where this goes. Not just the amount of Luigi's Mansion Horror fans could produce, capturing this very specific eerie feeling, but also for the possibility of the lost Luigi's Mansion screamers being found.
I just really hope this video is found again. I want to see it again. I hope it's found somehow. Someone has it archived, or I don't know. That'd be nice.
My knowledge on hunting lost media extends as far as timeline-specific search keys on YouTube and the Wayback Machine. Resources will be in the description, but I am counting on anyone who sees and remembers this to find the lost Luigi's Mansion screamers.